please forgive me if some pronunciation will be not perfect, but I want to encourage everybody to post your name and where you're from in the chat, and if you can, share your Instagram or email so we can stay in touch, because I want to send you a presentation in a digital format, in electronic forms and some PDF files, and also ask you for feedback. Again, humble apologies. I'm not that guy who, really. And my team is in Philippines and in Ukraine and in India, so they have a different schedule right now, and not many of them can join to help me with this event. So forgive me one more time, but I won't. So I need to know if anybody can speak and say if you see screen with a Superman right now. Katya, do you see screen with Superman? No? Okay, so my slideshow is not working. Okay. Share screen, start broadcast. Just a second. 2 seconds. We're all in this together, so we're learning this technology. AI is coming, robots are coming, aliens are coming, everybody is coming, so we have to get ready. So tell me right now if you see Superman screen. Yes? Okay, at least something. So I encourage you to do screenshots. If you have notepads, please, record some questions, post them in the chat as well. And me and my team will get back to you in the next couple of days. Absolutely, we'll be happy to do. So we will be talking today about really going deep in our core being. Our DNA is the memory, giant memory source, which has connection with all our ancestors. So basically inside of this DNA is the code of your existence. This is very important slide too. You see the little symbol of DNA. And above, we're talking about IQ, EQ, SQ, BQ, FQ, and CQ. IQ, it's your intelligence. EQ, it's your emotional intelligence. SQ, it's your spiritual intelligence. BQ is your body, it's your fitness intelligence. FQ stands for financial intelligence. And CQ stands for your creative intelligence. All right. We need to figure out how to work together and integrate all of this, how to integrate all of these cues in our life to be successful in the multiple areas of our life. So my goal for today, and if you have your own goal, feel free to write it in the chat, what you're trying to get out of this, and I will get back to you to clarify. Again, apologies, technology was screwing with me. But what we want to do, we want to understand how to reprogram our mindset. So basically, DNA has a record, has a memory, has the program how we should operate based on the previous generations and the previous ancestors we had. But now we want to have control over our future, right? So this is my goal for today. I'm 50 years old, and I never get a gym as a part of my life, but year and a half I was able to reprogram myself and just committed to fitness on a daily basis, and I will talk about this later. So this is very important slide. What is your core superpower? So we all unique humans. We have a very unique traits, strengths, and abilities. If we learn how to access and become a master of our super skills, This will put us above the average person who is sleepy and not aware, doesn't have a high level of IQ or EQ or SQ, and all of these Qs we talked about briefly. If we figure out how to tap into this knowledge, we will have unlimited abilities. In the center of this image, and in the beginning of this presentation, I had not a Superman, but an Iron Man, I'm sorry. Iron Man. What's really significant about Iron Man? Iron Man has a beautiful, beautiful armor suit, right? He has an armor which allow him fly at the top speed. He can shoot the rockets and bullets and lasers and so on and so forth. But imagine if in his solar plex, he doesn't have this power plant. If he doesn't have this core energy and core power, so this amazing, mighty machine, equipment will be useless, will be completely nonsense. It will be dust collector. So what's important for us as humans, we have a beautiful bodies, we have a mindset, we have all kind of capacities, but if we don't have connection to our core inner strengths, right, with the source of eternal power, right, we will be limited. So on the right side of my slide, what is holding you and me back and a limited success? There is a 4 characteristics, which is your beliefs, your laws, your rules, and your stories. So there is a 4 sides of the frame. So right here I have a frame, right? I have a picture and I have a frame. So there's 4 sides of this frame. Your beliefs, your laws, your rules, and your stories. So when we grew up, somebody was telling us a story, how we should look, how we should behave, how we should act, and to fit in society. It's helped us to develop our personal belief about ourselves, and now we believe because somebody else formed our beliefs and frame us in the law and the rules. Now, if you live and you feel like it's not enough and your soul wants to grow and want to expand and want to really reach out and advance, we need to challenge your beliefs, your laws, your rules, and your stories. And we have to rewrite your story. So this is my story. I'm about 8 years of age in this picture. It's taken in Ukraine about 42 years ago. My mom, my father, and my baby sister on my mom's hand. Just briefly want to tell you who I am so you understand why should you listen or ignore to listen to me. We moved to this beautiful country of United States 23 years ago. There should be different picture, not me pointing fingers at someone. It should be a picture of my young family, which my young wife and me and our first baby when we moved here. We only had $1,500 in the pocket 23 years ago. Now this is my family this year, and I'm in the center celebrating my 50th birthday with my wife, 4 children, and my oldest daughter on the left side of me, Eva. She's already married to Jeff. So this is my new family, new size family, and we have 3 dogs. Yeah, I've been involved in a lot of social activities and public service and some other influential positions in different levels of the government and society. So more than 30 charitable and spiritual projects. So enough about me. Let's put this question mark and figure out where's your core strengths lies. So if you have a 30 minutes of time and you sit down with a blank piece of paper, right? And on one side, you will put your advantages, your uniqueness, the things people compliment you about. If you're kind, if you're innovative, if you're creative, right? And you create description of yourself, right? And be generous. Be generous. talk, tell your story truly, who you are. Remember yourself when you were 5, when you were 7, when you were dreaming about big future, your ideas, who you're gonna be, how you're gonna live your life, right? Create this on one side of the page, and on the second side, create your limitations, right? The things you feel like they discourage you, they limit you to move forward, and make this list honest as well. So honesty is our policy. Write this down, and when we have a moment, I would like to review this with you one-on-one session and kind of balance it out. So this is very important slide for me. Here, what we're talking about, let's talk about target. On the left side of my screen, I see a target sign, which we're talking about power of alignment. If you're not aligned, right, I think everybody should have a car, right, or some kind of a means of transportation. If your wheels are not aligned, right, if they have the little bit tilt in them, this way, that way, doesn't matter, you will struggle. It will burn your tires. It will have an unnecessary resistance to your engine and your transmission. Sometime in our life, we have non-alignment in our motivations, in our vision, in our purpose, and something is shaking in our life, and we're not moving forward with the speed like we designed to. If I will ask you in your notepad, I ask you to bring a notepad and a pencil, write down the target sign, and I will ask you, what is who is the single reason, a single person in the center of your core of target? When I talk with my clients and my mentees, they very often say, "Oh, it's my family," or "It's my, some hobby, something very important." And this what's shown me that a lot of people are off target. Center of your existence, it should be you. Not even Lord God Almighty, which I revere him and respect. Your beliefs is your personal beliefs. But if you're not in the center of your existence, if your life, if you're not the center of your universe, if you're not superhero of your book or of your movie, something is going off the script. Nobody can come and save you or save me. I'm not talking about savior in a religious sense. It's already done. It's already been given to us. We appreciate it. We're grateful in this Thanksgiving season. But in a real life, you are the person who is making the choices, making a decision, and either find excuses, find blames, or find the responsibilities. We're going to talk a little bit about that more. So the compass. Compass reminded me about law of constant course correction. 3C, CCC, constant course correction. Imagine if you have a beautiful boat, fully loaded with supplies and resources and fully fueled and capable, engine is powerful and running, but you don't have the direction, if you don't have the captain who is steering, or if something is kind of at the steering wheel is off, this beautiful, mighty machine, this huge boat will go in the drift mode, will only submit it to the ocean and will be just experiencing rough sea and going without purpose. Sometimes we as this boat also experiencing this disadvantage when we're losing course, when we're losing direction. So the compass is reminding us about that. Back to the third symbol, which is the symbol of atom. In the center of each atom, which is part of any material object we know, exposed to, it's a core. It's the core of existence of this atom. That's why my goal is to encourage you to go deep and study your roots. Study your powers, your core, how you can supply more energy and more provision to your root system. And the last object on this slide, it's a logo of my coronation vision and dream, which I'm talking about calm mind and liberated spirit. If you can see the tree right in the center, the tree consists of major three parts. There is roots, there is a trunk and branches, and there is leaves and fruits. So if we want to have a fruitful life, successful life, unlimited potential to be released, if we want to activate all our skills and have a supernatural abilities to be activated in our life, we have to go into the core of Adam, core of your heart, core of your existence, and we need to connect to the root system and supply, which comes from spiritual source, Lord God Almighty. This is my personal belief. You can believe in something else or nothing, right? But there is creation, there is a creator, there is a powerful being. And if you connect it and you aligned, like we talked about on this slide, alignment and a compass, your fruits, your leaves will be prosperous and will be successful. Who the master of your life? Okay, here we want to talk about different slide. Just a second. I want to show you this slide. This one, okay? I hope you can see it. Who you are, right? Who is the master of your life? It's aligned with the message of the target sign. There is two major description in psychology and in book writing and story writing and movie writing. So let's talk about psychology first. Usually there is three characteristics of human interactions: observer, victim, or author. A lot of people choose to be on the victim side, which give them excuse. They really excusing themselves from be unhappy or unlucky or unsuccessful or unproductive or losing this and losing that, and they blame other people, right? There is near to the same mindset is observer. Observer is not positioning as a victim, but he's positioning himself as the neutral party, but it's still on the bottom. It's closer to the victim mentality. Observer's response is, I cannot change anything. I'm nobody. I'm nothing. Life happens to me, and I'm just peacefully, carefully watching from the distance. But there are third characteristics or ability to play the game of life. It's an author. So when you wake up in the morning, right, you can program yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like we talked about IQ, EQ, SQ, BQ, FQ, and CQ. You can program yourself going deep in your roots, deep in your DNA, retracting the proper information, reprogramming your mindset, and you giving yourself a power of authority to become an author. Who is the author? Author is the person who write the script for the movie, for the book, for the life. You are the author of your life. Sure, God created us. Sure, divinity brought us to this earth and give us a chance to live. But I want us to understand, so who you believe, right? He or she already done everything for you. You have the lungs to breathe, you have the eyes to see, you have the body to enjoy this earth, you have the soul, you have the mind, you have all the faculties. Now it's your and my turn to be a Homo sapiens, the person who has brains, who has ability to create, because author is a creator. And now we're switching to the different triangle, because the author is writing your story. If you remember, we talked about your story, your law, your rules, and your beliefs. This is a frame which holding our soul in a compressed environment, because the society dictates. Sometimes the religious organization, like church or mosque and synagogue, they dictate how you have to behave. They kind of form you into this frame. But your story is your divine right. It's your divine connection with the Creator. And if you rewrite your story with God's help, you've become not victim, you fix some issues, no longer villain, and you can become a hero. I really like the song. I need a hero. All right, so basically author and a hero is our goal, because if you're author and you're a hero, you can change the circumstances, you can change a lot of things in your life. Now we're in the middle of this lesson, so bear with me a little bit more, and we will be talking about, there is the formula to everything. You look at some people, they're more successful than others. You look at other people, they are more productive, they're more happy, so on and so forth. So we can learn from each other. There is a great saying in psychology: we get hurt through the people, and we get healed through the people. So to find the right people, to find people who care, who has a knowledge, and who been there and done that, and build association and relationship with that person, it's a wonderful, wonderful gift and a reward we can have. Okay, leverage and superpowers in business and life. Yeah, as soon as you figure out how to, yeah, this is slide we'll be talking about right here. So we as a humans, we people of habits. We are creatures of habits. 95% of what we do on a daily basis, it's based on our habitual development. Back to this picture frame, right? Framed us, and we have the maze of our thoughts, of our behaviors. So go up, down, left, right, and you just stay in the lane. The Spirit of God, the Spirit of liberty, the Spirit of your core existence, the core power of the Iron Man, right? Calling you out, because your soul constantly wants to grow, expand, and conquer new territories. Why do I point you this slide? This slide has a few different objects, different shapes, different colors, different brightness. And in the coaching industry, a lot of people calling for change. But there is change versus transformation. This is a debate I want us to go into and think through. Change, it's in the same paradigm. You can change from red to blue, but be a same triangle. You can change from smaller circle to the larger circle, maybe change the color. But if you going to transform your habitual behavior and become from triangle, become a square, or from square become a round, and so on and so forth, the transformation, this is what releases this core DNA power and activates you. So this is very, very important to understand. Now, what you see on this on this slide, transformational changes. When you and me were born, usually we're born like this, 50 centimeters long, naked, screaming, like this little acorn, right? See this little acorn? And it's a seed. You are born like that. You have a potential. We're talking about unlimited potential. We're talking about activating your superpowers. And this little acorn, little seed, has a potential of this mighty oak tree, right? And not only that, when I see this little acorn, when I see you, I see not just mighty tree, powerful and strong and productive and gorgeous and very useful, very powerful, very strong. I see your future as somebody who can produce a lot of other acorns. See at the bottom of the roots there is acorns as well. So basically, if you in the right path and in the right personal development, in the right spiritual growth, you have capacity to produce and help many other people through your life. But in the middle of this slide, we see the little sprout of the oak tree, very little. So when you and me, we're growing through our kids' age, teenage age, we're so malleable, we're so soft. Anybody can step on us, anybody can push us, anybody can force us, change our direction, change how we're gonna become and influence us. But if you feed yourself right, your root system from your core connection with DNA, with a divine purpose and dream, you will become stronger, more resilient against any wind, against any corruption, against any influence, and you become a mighty, powerful tree. So this is very important slide for me to understand how the human persona is growing and developing. I don't have the access to the chat. I know seven people said something in the chat. Thank you for doing this. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to encourage everybody else who is not get a chance to enter your information in the chat. Please do so. Give us either email or your Instagram account or whatever social media you want us to stay engaged with you, and we will contact you. So if you have any other questions, suggestions, please do so. We're also going to be sending you a small survey that you can help us to improve. Now, in this week of Thanksgiving and holiday season, let's think about other people. Let's think about people who we can inspire, and we can share good story, good testimonial, good kind of inspiration. And let's do that. The certification in the coaching program I went through helped over 65,000 men and women to transform their life, to transform from little acorn, little sprout of a tree, into the mighty, powerful, accomplished person. Tap into the core knowledge and core existence from DNA, from divine source, and unleash IQ, EQ, SQ, BQ, FQ, and CQ. Creativity is very important nowadays. Creativity is the source of happiness. Our hobbies, our interest, we have to really carefully study and discover what's really make us excited, what's really make us happy and fulfilled, and we have to tap into that. That's why I'm mentioning all of these cues, from IQ to CQ, and it's important to balance it out. And we will be landing pretty soon. Now that we briefly talked and discovered power of your DNA, let's explore how we can go in a deeper relationship together. So I do have multiple programs, and they are on my website. And for those of you who wants to stay in touch through the social media, you're welcome to do so. Through the website, you're welcome to do so. If you want to collaborate, if you want to do some creative things together, let us know. And yeah, like I said, there's 65,000 successful people who went through the program of the transformation. So we would like to hear from you. We would love to be a platform where you can share your thoughts, your concerns, and give us feedback, so we can create a little group, little communication community. And I'm starting the new training in January 2025, which is in a month and a little bit. And if you want to go deeper into this study, usually I encourage my students dedicate 30 plus 30, 60 days. And I guarantee, and I see, and I experience this many times with many clients, transformation. But I need a commitment. The program is not for everybody. The program is for those who is really searching for the deeper meaning and deeper transformation. And we need 30 days of commitment, and on top another 30 days, because 30 days it's enough to start shifting your habits. And some people, they really change in some concepts in their life, but it's not enough. And when I'm talking about habits, I forgot to show you this slide. If you want to make screenshots, do screenshot. But this is the code. This is a code of conduct, which in this green clover lucky leaf. It's a combination of 4 disciplines on a daily basis. It's a core, it's a cube, it's a cache, it's a clan. I don't have a time to go deeper in all these descriptions, but what I want to tell you, the successful people, they have this daily routine, a daily discipline. Why I'm saying daily? I know most of us, the humans, we want to be easygoing, relax, don't be challenged to something, just go as easy flow. But in order for us to climb in the highest levels of life, we need to sacrifice, we need to pay a price, we need to invest something in our growth, our development, and our self-motivation. So I want to encourage us to consider daily transformational change, and I invite you all to join me and his team in the January, first week of January. The dates will be determined a little bit later, but I'm thinking first week, not right in the beginning, but kind of in the middle of the week. I want us to go through training and have a commitment to transform our lives and tap in deeper in our DNA and superpowers and unleash that unique God-given potential. I appreciate it. I'm really grateful for you to join and be a part of this discussion. Thank you for giving me a chance to present Okay, this is the picture I was looking for in the beginning. So this is my family on the left right now, and this is how we arrived to United States 23 years ago. All right. So as far as the program, there is a three level of cost involved. We have a $97 one-time video course and daily homework and inspiration. We have the $997, which is more like a group coaching, and there is a one-on-one time, and there is a group time, and there is also individual trainings. Depends on the depth of the issue some people experience. I do help people who needs a transformation, shifting from some addictions or marital problems, family issues, maybe some issues with finances, bankruptcy, IRS, collectors, if business struggling. I do have that level of program number 3. Some of the coaching starts individual from 5 to 25,000. More of this you can find on the skd.club, www.skd.club, which is on the bottom of this screen. And yeah, thanks again. So if you have any questions, I will be glad to meet with you one-on-one. I will be happy to spend time. You can DM me. My name is Sergey Korilov, and you can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, anywhere as a Sergey Korilov. All right, so this is it. Thank you for being patient with me. My technology was really giving me stress and sweat, but we did it. Thanks again, and looking forward to hear from you soon. Take care of yourself. Happy Thanksgiving.